This is an in-depth guide on how to use Chronoline desktop app. So, the app can be used in different domains, but now I'm going to speak about the travel domain. So let's start. First of all, we gotta create an account for a travel agency. So we're gonna click on create account and complete the field. So now we're gonna click on create account. These are some welcome messages. The home page, and Chronoline is a timeline based app, so we're gonna go to timelines, yours, and create a timeline. There are two types of timelines which can be created. So the first one is a schedule type. This one contains events with fixed dates, and the second one a template in which events are customizable by user. We're gonna choose now to create a template. We're gonna start to complete the fields. A title, let's suppose it's a Namibia Safari Adventure. We're gonna need a picture. Okay, upload a picture. Select this because it's a paid timeline, and let's put $1 for instance. We're gonna need a short description. Write some information about the content in this timeline. Okay, short description. Make it public so it can be visible to anyone. Okay, switch the category to travel and choose a color you like. Let's choose this and click on save. So now we can see the timeline it's created. We're gonna click on it and start adding some events. Click on add event, write a title and a description. Set start date. You can see here the event starts on first day, and let's set an hour. Let's say 10 a.m. To 8 p.m. Okay. Now from here you can add, for instance, a photo, video, file, or anything else you want. So let's add, for example, a new photo. Open. Let's add one more. Okay. And let's add a YouTube link too. And you can see here the video. this is the first example. Let's click save. Now you can see here the event, and inside it the two photos and the video I added. Okay, now we're gonna create a second event which represents the program for the second day of this trip. Okay, again click here on add event, write the title, the description. Okay, and let's add a photo. Okay, and let's say a file with a PDF that mentions some details. Okay, we can see here the PDF. Okay, and let's set the start date. We're gonna set the second day, and the hours, again let's say 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, and click save. Now the event is created. We can find here the photo and the PDF document. So this is the timeline completed, and I'm gonna go back. This is how it looks, and create another timeline which can be used as a reference timeline, and I'll immediately explain you what does it mean. Okay. Again, create a timeline, template timeline, and complete this. So this is an example of an optional trip which can be attached to the first timeline. Now click save. This is how it looks. We're gonna need to add also some events. Okay, the title. I'm gonna skip the description field, and let's set a start date 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on first day. Okay, save, and continue to add the other events. After creating the events you want, you need to go back and enter the first timeline we've created, and let's go to an event. Let's say here on edit button we can see here we can add an reference timeline. Okay, and this is the reason I've made the other timeline. Let's say we're gonna add this here, and it's gonna appear inside this event. It's here. Let's say you're a travel agency, you create a timeline, and one of the timeline events can have a reference timeline inside it. Now let's suppose you want to promote something in accordance with a travel domain. You're gonna go to log out and then log in with your account. Log in, and then go to campaigns, and click on add a new campaign. You can put here some text. Okay, put here the text, and let's add also a photo. Okay, now click on post campaign. We can see here that in this moment is an inactive campaign, so okay, add here for instance $1 and click on add to complete the PayPal process. So after completing the PayPal process, this is how our advertising campaign looks like. You can see here that is active. Now let's suppose you are a potential buyer of some timelines. We're gonna log out and log in with that account. Okay, log in. Go to timelines, and here you can see exactly the last timelines created. So if you enter to this timeline, Namibia Safari Adventure, and choose one event, you are going to see here the ad. Okay, now let's suppose you want to buy this timeline. All you need to do is click here on buy button. Yes, and complete the PayPal process again. Now, according to the available dates of the trip, we can choose a start date of the timeline, and let's just click on tomorrow. And now this is our purchase timeline. Now if you click open, the app is gonna show you the timeline scheduled by you. You have here the timeline. Okay, and what's really nice and important, it's that you have also your experience. You can add here events from your real experience. Let's add an example. Okay. We'll name it first day, for instance, and add 1 or 2 photos from that day, so you can remember that amazing experience. Okay, let's suppose today it's the first day of your trip. Okay, we'll let the day and the hour the same. So you've just created a new event with one of your experience. Okay, you have here the photos. Okay, now also really important section in the application is here. It's a place that contains all the events of the timelines you have bought or added to your Chronoline. So you can see here the events of the timeline I've bought, a few time ago. So if you want to add another timeline to your Chronoline, just click here or choose to start also tomorrow, and go back to Chronoline. So you can see the events also are here between the other events of the timeline I have bought a few time ago. Now I'm gonna log in again with the travel agency. And here on payments you can see the timelines you sell. Okay, so here on payments you can see that one buyer has purchased this timeline for $1. Okay, now I'm gonna go, let's say I want to say something to this client. Okay, I'm gonna go to messages and click on start a conversation. His name was buyer. Okay, it's here. I'm gonna add him here, and here I'm gonna write a message to the buyer. So let's say some. Okay, and click the send button. So now he can answer this question if he wants to know something about this trip.